like to ask you a few questions. Why would you want to have Kodaly method to apply in your academy instead of other method like fixed dose?
Okay, that is two very wide subjects. So let me talk about the Kodaly philosophy first. Okay, because personally I took the Kodaly philosophy training when I was in Melbourne, and most of the schools in Australia are also the music teachers are with the Kodaly background. So when I first introduced to the Kodaly philosophy, it was through the Australian Voice Institute, and I was actually working with them, and they subsidized me to do this course. And once I started learning the philosophy, and I started to realize that this is actually a very good philosophy to help especially young teachers who have never taught before, to give us an ideas on how to find resources, how to analyze the materials that we have, how to plan our own lessons. So therefore, I strongly believe that every teacher who wants to run a classroom music teaching should try to venture into to know Kodaly philosophy. So I was using Kodaly philosophy when I was in Australia teaching the Australian Voice Choir, and then I came back to Malaysia, and then I also continue and practice with the philosophy that I have learned. And then when I first started the Young Choral Academy, I feel that maybe it's time for me to bring the philosophy in, the courses in, so that it can help to encourage more music teachers in Malaysia to know more about music education. So Kodaly philosophy, a lot of people have this wrong thinking. They may be thinking of Kodaly method. It is a method for teacher to follow. I wouldn't call it a Kodaly method. It is actually not a fixed method for teacher. It is a philosophy. It helps teacher to find materials to write lesson plans. So, and I brought the philosophy in, and it has been very good that in the past 7 years, a lot of music teachers in town have gone through the course, and that actually helps them to know more about music education, how to plan their teaching well. So that is the Kodaly philosophy. And in when you talk about fixed dose, movable dose, this topic has been an argument for many years around the world. To me, I personally know both movable dose and fixed dose. And to me, it is not confusing in both movable dose and fixed dose. It is a matter how a teacher teach the students. So whether you use movable dose or you use fixed dose, the teacher is very important. If either way the teacher teach very well, very clearly to the students, they can be fantastic in their musicianship. So therefore, in Kodaly philosophy, of course, they stress on movable dose, because movable dose started off with using intervals. It helps you to build your intervals understanding better before you move on to study scores. Whereas fixed dose is you memorize the sound associated with what notes, So each style is different approach, but Kodaly philosophy stresses on movable dose. I don't think this is a bad method as well. So I don't understand why some people want to argue fixed dose is better, movable is better. Either way is good, it depends on how the teacher deliver the teaching.
I see. So the next question is, how does your personnel help you out in the daily operation, and how do you manage their welfare?
Okay, wow, welfare, I don't know. I have a very good right-hand person, which she's my executive administrator, and she runs the whole school for me, and I just appear, sign check, or sign any letters that I need. Because she has some financial background herself, so she helps me with the accounts, and she helps me with admin work and all that. I suppose in Young Choral Academy, we don't treat this whole school like a corporate, and therefore we call it like a second home to a lot of the teachers and a lot of the students, So I am pretty lenient to my working staff. If they have to go somewhere, I will not tell them that, hey, you have to work 5 days a week, because I don't treat this like a business. I treat this is an academy, a learning place, it's a school, so I don't treat it as a business. So I'm not so strict on their punch in, punch out time, their welfare thing or whatever. As long as they're happy working with me, I know they're happy, I'm fine.
See, you must be a very good boss.
I hope so. You should ask them.
Okay, the next question is, you have 2 branches. How do you handle them without affect your daily operation of business?
Okay, the main center is in the Taman Kun, Dr. Ismail, and then we have another one which is here, is in Taipan, and I'm very lucky to have Miss Ginger Song and Mr. Jimmy Lim. They both are fantastic helpers, and they run the Taipan branch, and I have full of confidence in them leading this school, because they work very hard. So I have no question, no query about their working attitude or whatever, and the school also progressed very well. So in fact, sometimes I must say that the Taipan school, I didn't contribute much. It was the Ginger and Jimmy's effort to run this school, and I still teach a lot of places, a lot of external school at university, at colleges. I still teach that, but because of I have my admin, I have Ginger and Jimmy. I also have my production assistant, Healing. All these are very how to say, they are. I can trust them very well. So therefore, it does not affect my teaching schedule at all.
I see. The last question from me. Besides of having musicianship skill, what are the skills that are essential to conduct this business?
What are the essential? I think, of course, people will say passion. Okay, you need to have a passion to do this, and I think you also have to have the character of don't say die. That you will really go for it. Of course, every business that you are in, there are a lot of pros and cons, a lot of challenges. Especially music line, it is not a very well-developed industry in Malaysia yet. Although we are progressing, but music is still the first subject for parents to cut off when they face financial problem. So, but you need to have that kind of not afraid, embrace challenges and that kind of character to venture into music industry in Malaysia.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.